EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Levis looking to move him around a bit. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now Levis, a throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He'll return it from the 6. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Falcon football.
So.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And now they'll shift things around. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted.
Oh, Vic.
By Amari Hooker. A young quarterback, Charles.
Oh, my dad throwing that bullshit pass.
But is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Levis out of the shotgun now. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Levis to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll throw it again with Levis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Levis. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 45 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Zach Bond able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
That ball caught. It's chosen. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. On the ground, it's the rookie from Tennessee. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
We're scoreless after 1. Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Levis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Levis sets up to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that
one. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Levis looking to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Levis going to change the play. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Levis. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15.
This nigga thinking and dunking all the way down the field. I'll fix that, though.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Levis back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play, if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, Levis. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you're...
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Back to throw, it's Levis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Levis, he's going to audible to something else. They'll look to throw again. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Sly able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.